Good morning, guys. Oh, just need to make sure all my stuff is working correctly. How's everyone doing today? What's up, Ponzi? Doing pretty good. How about you? Hopefully today is as good as yesterday was. Yesterday has a lot of good movement. We had to stick out some trades, but as far as trading goes, everything was pretty good yesterday. I feel we could have a slight pullback as far as Mazzini numbers go today. If we retest 78 and we lose 78, we could be dumping a little bit. Which we might have already retested it. Let me check real quick. Nah, didn't really get back up to that 78 up there. We'll get the highs and lows marked out for the NASDAQ here, the nasty girl. So looks like we have a lot of resistance around those 400s up here, 20,400s. We already, is this our low down at the 335? I don't know if we want to count this as the London low all the way down to the 305s. Let's see. A lot of short down to the 330s. So we'll put it down there, but I think this will be the short around the 315s. All right, check out the 1 hour chart, see if we got any big gaps we got to fill in. Oh yeah, oh. We got a huge 1 hour candle from yesterday. Man, that thing is massive. All right, we're down to the last 2 minutes. Man, this has come quick. I feel like I'm running behind today. Oh, that's pretty insane over there. All right, guys. What do we got? Less than 2 minutes to go. So we got a huge fair value gap that we can fill in yesterday if we retrace that move from yesterday, possibly. All right, last minute. Uh-oh. All right. Here we go. Let me find my ES chart. Oh, we're not gonna have to move straight down. I'm not gonna find no entry. Sometimes I find those a little worse when we just go straight on down. ES could probably move down to the 56, 52. Doesn't really have too far to move down to take out those lows. We're just gonna have to watch this. It's just there's these equal lows here at the 29s, 30s. Man. Hopefully we can get a pullback. Maybe draw us a trend line for a bear flag. Woo. Look at that 40-point drop. Oh, that's a 45 candle. Possibly retest those 44s down there. I feel like that's where we're going to go to. having a nice little strong push back up. I don't know if I'm going to break that trend line there. I tried to get out of the, try to give it a little bit more room. That thing's gonna keep lower. That's why I try to freaking back off a little bit, and I feel like I'm gonna miss out on freaking 40 points. Man. Oh well, guys. Nice little 2-candle pullback into the 9. Then once we kind of broke that, that's kind of where I got low or went short. And the only reason why I wanted to get short there, because Adam called out 44 this morning. He says that'll be our next level down. Oh, goodness. at this baby go. Still very early in the morning. Yeah, we think we usually have sell-offs before the end of October or election year. This is what happens when you don't give yourself enough room for the pullback. I should still be in this trade. That's 50 points we don't missed out on. I still feel like 44 on the ES is our possible target. Wow, what a nice pull back up. You would think we'd get that push up there to the 21s at the 319s. That stuff was taking way too long to move on down. Good deal, good deal. I'm glad we got out of that. Just could not move on down. Oh, is it going to go? It's not going to be. Nope. Was trying to take a fast track trade here. All right. Good deal. Good deal. One more trade in the books on the fast track accounts. Unfortunately, we were about $70 shorts. This was a fast track account we took on. We were shooting for $200, but we got nervous when we first entered, so it caused us to lose 60. So we still need probably, I don't know, 2 more payouts or 2 more winning trades for this one. We got 15. Here comes our 15-minute possible breakout. Let's see. Well, it went through it. Son of a bee. That would have been the winning trade. Let's see if it keeps going. Son of a bitch. It's on the wrong account. Man, got above that 15 minutes. All right, just kind of being patient, waiting for some kind of pullback here. Man, that would have been my freaking winning trade I was looking for this morning too. Kind of looks like it wants to curl up to me. Just watching this 15-minute range here. It's like we're just kind of fuck yeah. Woo. Stressing over here, guys. Stressing over here. Whew. Finally got my first prop firm money. $1,250 in the books, guys. $1,250 in the books. Woohoo! I should have been in a little earlier, but man. And I haven't really been trading fast track on stream. I've been just kind of doing it off to the side. And this one, we're about 2 more trades away. We're up to 928. So we need about 2 more trades for this one. Maybe a little less. We got to get to what, 1250? Let me see how much I need on that one. 25. $928. So $322 more for this one, and that'll be another $1,250 on this one. So if I can get that one done by the month, that'll be $2,500 in payouts from prop firms. Woo! Finally. But my goal right now is to build back up my Apex, because that's who I really want to have my funded accounts through, is Apex and Bulenox. So we're pretty close to another second one pass. I think we need like maybe $400 more. I was in this move right here from the beginning, but I didn't give myself a big enough stop loss, and it came back and stopped me out. So, and this is the one I was hoping to get a big profit on today, because we only need 26,500. We're already at 26,000, and I was only able to get $70 on that one, where I should have been in a 100-point move here, because I was in, I want to say 310. I had 2 micros left that I was trying to leave for a runner, and I couldn't move my stop loss back fast enough. When I was trying to move it, it come back and hit me. But we may look for one more trade. I'd like to see a push back into this 21 EMA, kind of what the fair value gap, kind of get that double support here. So on that last trade, what that was the 15-minute breakout. Second 15-minute, because it went through it, came back up. Then when it went back through it, that was the one we took. See, it looks like it's rolling here. What do we got? Almost 20 points. Let's see. Ooh, may not get that. It looks like we were curling, so I thought we would get that in between your EMAs here. This is something new that I've been working on. I don't really know kind of the win percentage on this, so I only take this trade on evals though. I haven't tried this on a funded account yet. Ah, dang it. It flattened back out. We'll try to hold it for a little bit. We just can't hold it too long. Oh, we're at that 15 minutes. I just noticed that. Son of a bee. I just noticed that. Son of a bee. All right, we'll get out of that trade. Oh, I took that on the wrong freaking account. I did. Oh my goodness. I selected the wrong account. I thought I was taking that on that 50K and I ended up taking that on the 25K. Yeah, I guess when I took this trade, I didn't realize how close we were to that 15-minute gap here. Got to make sure you're above that. Make sure I'm back on the right account first. I don't. Man, I'm hoping Apex comes back with some kind of sale. They've gone a while without having some kind of sale going on. Man, I feel like we still got a good 10 points to move down on the ES, because I think 44 is still the target. Thought Methodical Man said he got Gigablast. What the heck? You can quit now? You got to wait till that's on the normal rotation there at first, Laura. So we're finding a lot of consolidation, a lot of support down at the 20,210s. Oh, man. So if you're looking at the ES and the NASDAQ, they're both kind of off. You got the ES above the 15-minute opening range where NASDAQ's below it. I would think the the ES would want to clear out that 15-minute candle. And see, it's even kind of hard to tell, like, as far as a breakout goes, because at that 54, 55 is kind of like a lot of support for the ES. So it's still early, guys. This market's only been open for 30 minutes. All right, there we go. The ES needs to probably get that 50 EMA touch. I don't know if I'm gonna take this trade twice. Sometimes, like I said, I've been kind of just messing around with the EMAs where you kind of trade in between the gaps. Still struggling to move up. All right, so here comes that possible 20 touch here. So you just got the 50 touch with the ES. Wow, ES is just on a tear right now. Let's see if we can get a 50. Oh, man, I ran right into that freaking VWAP. Let's see if this, okay, 15. Oh, come on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anything on this runner or not, because it's pretty close. Don't have much of a pretty close stop loss. Looking for that 50 touch up here. Dude, the EES is on a freaking tear. Oh no, don't come back and get me. Or come on. Oh, the ES just tore up like 10 points almost. This is not going to give us. It's going to come back and stop us out. Oh, I knew it. So basically the ES hit that 200 EMA. God, we still may get that 50. It just have to come back and test the 20 and the 9, then go up and hit the 50. All right, so we just had to have a deeper pullback. So this is that. Here comes. All right, there's that target we were looking for. That's kind of what I get for paper handing sometimes. So these are some of the trade moves that I've been looking at more and more. But like I said, I've only been trading evals with them. Because it seems like whenever we start losing that 20, find support above your 21 EMA, we'll have to touch that 50, then come back through for us to move down. For your target to the upside, I would probably look for the 78. Because this was the major support here yesterday. This is where the bulls lost control here at the 58.78. Kind of looking for this session mid to hold up here. Let's see. It looks like we're gonna have a pretty deep pullback here. All right, so let's see. Let me try my next, what Apex we're going to trade. We got 3 Apex that we're trading. Let's see, 1, 2. Okay. All right, so I think we're going to switch over to Bulenox actually. We'll be green on both of those. All right. All right, we'll see what happens here. We need some kind of pullback here. There goes the Wally World. Pausing. So back above this 300, I kind of still like the long here. I just hate either that or maybe even a short off of this 200 here. All right, so this is going to have to be a pullback here. I mean, I feel like we could possibly even go all the way back down to the 250s if we got to touch that 256. Oh, goodness. I don't know why I feel so tired today. All right, so we just gotta have to sit through this consolidation period. Hopefully, the closer we get to our 1030, we'll have our IBH set up or IBL. Got another nice little bear flag hitting. I mean, bull flag. Let's see. Oh, shoot, that's pretty funny. He's around. He's around. Let's see if we can get above this trend here. I know we're getting, they said in these last couple weeks of October is usually a pretty big dip. Woof. Come on. So we tested the bottom of the flag. I mean, that's a, man, actually that should have, I was taking these there for a while. I mean, the bounce off of your session mid, the 50, I feel like, man, that would have been a good bounce. Oh, excuse me. All right, retesting the 50, retesting the session mid here. Getting tight. Getting to the bottom of this flag here. All right. We got the VWAP at the 10s. You know we're going to get some kind of bounce there. I wanted to take this breakout, but man, that VWAP has me a little worried. Let's see if this. Yeah, I was I almost pushed the button on that one. Oh my goodness. I feel like the ES, what is it? Not ES, but if you're looking at your hour chart, I feel like it could definitely get up to your 40s up here. Oh. This is why I don't like taking trades around the VWAP here. It's just too much of a reaction. All right, there comes the VWAP here. It's getting through the VWAP, but see all the volatility just to get through it. Man, is this going to... I don't know. We're just going to be patient and wait. No hurries, guys. It's just, we're only been going for an hour, 45 minutes. It may hit that 200. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to try to take that for, is to hit that 200 EMA on that purple line there. But anytime we're around the VWAP, you're going to get this kind of action where it's just kind of whipsawing back and forth. It struggles to get through it. Constantly comes back and retests it. So we're just going to stay away. And sometimes I even like trying to take shorts off of this 200 moving average. Let's see if it'll be a winner for, like, you know, sometimes I don't take them, but I like to see if they're going to be winners or not. And I'm looking for 10 points at the minimum. So you would have been tagged in at the 25. So let's see if it's been a fail or losing trade. All right, so that one would have been a loser. Well, you would have had 10 points. So if it hits that 35, it's been a losing trade. Oh, yeah. That one would have been a loser. Wow, that thing didn't even freaking stop and collect on that 200. That thing just went straight up. Whew. That thing did not stop and collect its $200. It just went straight up. But how I was saying that we possibly could get up to this 40s and stuff is basically if you go look at your hour chart and just look at your EMAs. A lot of times that's where it, you know, same hours, same on lower time frames. So So if we get above these 40s, your next target up is going to be 58. Man, that's a massive freaking 1 hour candle. 2 100 plus 1 hour candles. Look at these things. 1 hour candle just straight down. What? 150 points, 160 points. Or actually, heck, almost 180. It's insane. If any of you guys are on Methodical Man's subscriber list, you could go over there and just enter exclamation point cash and enter a chance to win a free account. I want to say it's Take Profit. Free Take Profit account. So that'll be like getting a free funded account if you pass it, because Take Profit doesn't have an activation fee for their funded accounts. So just go over there, enter exclamation cash, subscribe, and enter a chance to win. And that's a Methodical Man. So right now we're just kind of stuck at this 45 level. So what I use the hour chart for, I don't know, because I know in the beginning when I first started trading, I hardly ever used the higher time frames, but now I like to use it for spots of destinations. And so it's pretty much set up the same way as my lower time frame. And so you can just kind of see that, hey, we're probably going to, if we get through this level, we're probably going up to the 40s. What's that? 40 to 45 or 58s would be your next level up. And that'll be your 21 EMA. Just kind of waiting to see what happens. If we can get through these 40s and 50s, maybe we can look for another long, because then your next target above there is going to be the 430s. Where's my IBH at? Is that the IBH? $205. Oh, there it is right there. Your opening range high is going to be 357. So we got a nice looking trend thing going on here. We just got to get the rest of our EMAs back above the 200 moving average. All right, back below the 200. You would think if we got below the 200, we would retest back to the 50s or even the 20s. Usually this is the case for us to get all of your EMAs back in a right trend. My thing is I try to stay away from longs and shorts. So basically if all my EMAs are below the 200s, I only try to look for shorts if I can't help it. I mean shorts like big shorts, not scalping. But in this case, if we're going to look for longs, I like to see all of our EMAs to back above the 200 and the right order. Because usually whenever they're offset like this, usually you get a lot more chop. What's up, Clarity? So if we sell through that VWAP at the 312, is more likely we got to retest those 50 EMAs. Wow, what a nice bounce off the VWAP. Oh man, I have to go grab some water. Ooh. Yeah, we finally crossed over that level. I mean, we've been doing it super slow. I do spend a lot of times on my eval sometimes, Clarity. I wish I could go back and see whenever I bought these. I bought these last month. I've been like superly strict picking only if the morning starts off choppy, I don't even break out the fundeds no more. But once I see movement like this, we're moving up and down, back and forth, like 100, 200 points. That's when I, it's like, okay, this is a good funded day trade. So like last week, we only had one funded account trade day because last week was super choppy. So what my fund did, I've been strictly sticking to like 3 or 4 different trades. So I'll do like the 9 and 21 EMA pullback sometimes. I'll do the inversion gap trade if it's like a AA plus setup. And I will do the OBH or the ORH, like the opening range high or the opening range low trades. So just a couple few different trades. Like this morning, the trade that I got this winner on was the retest of the 15-minute and the breakout of the 15-minute. I haven't been taking the 15-minute breakout as much lately, but I still will take it on occasions. All right, so kind of what I was saying, possibly here comes your 50 EMA pullback. I would have felt more comfortable about that if the VWAP wasn't there. I feel like it would have went down a lot stronger if we didn't have the VWAP. Oh. Also on my evals, I look for sometimes these bounce trades off of this session mid here. So let's see it. So you would hope that it bounces here around the 81s, then pulls back up into the 50s. Your 50 EMA here, but we'll have to see. Usually if it doesn't get it in one turn, most of the times I won't take it. See how we got that one right here? We went through the mid session, then we came back, bounced off it once, barely passed it, then went straight up. But once it starts consolidating around it, I usually become a little less iffy about taking it. It's kind of like the 9 and 21 EMA pullbacks. I only like the very first one. If it's not the first one, I usually try to stay away from it. So let's see if we're going to get this bounce. I'm not going to take it, but I'm going to see if we get, just see if it works. So what I'll be looking for is for us to bounce out of this area for a push back up into probably this area. Let's see. All right, there comes your mid. Let's see if it goes over 10 points, it's a failed trade. But like I said, this is the second time we've touched. So this is why I don't like the second one. The second one usually pushes through, like not all the way, but it will push through some. It's not as good as this first one. So past 71, this is a failed trade. So 91, this is I would consider a winner if we made it to 91 because that's what I look for. It's like 10 points. But to me, it's like it's struggling. So this one would have been a loser. So like I said, this is why I stay away from the second ones a lot of times. But I still like to pay attention to them just to see. All right, so that one would have been a loser. Oh, the ES is back below the VWAP. So is the NASDAQ. Both are below the session mid. Actually, both paid on your first bounce. So this is your first session mid retest when we moved above it. See how the retest, this is kind of what you want it to look like here for the move up. So just remember that. Don't take the second one. That's why, like I said, I stay away from the second one. Let's see. It's still strong. I was hoping we get that 15-minute opening range hit. I think above 60, I may kill it. All right. Ooh. All right. All right. We'll lower our risk down and maybe look for another one with this account. All right, so we're retesting the 9. We'll see what happens when we get back to the session mid here. So it's going to be a little choppy until your 20 and your 50 kind of get into the right position. Oh shoot, we may have to. Oh, it looks like they have a deeper pullback. All right. Oh, so close, so close, so close. Oh shoot, give me a minute. Just all right. So we're sitting at that session mid there. All right, guys. Apex has their sell. Not yeah. Apex has their sell back on. If anybody's using Apex. Let's see. All right. Got above the 20 EMA there. So you would think that we want to retouch. Well, we got pretty close to the VWAP again. Where's our 15 minutes here? Oh, down at the 40s. All right. God, these commercials are so loud, guys. All right, another retest of the session mid there. We'll sell right through that thing this time. Let's see. So that inversion play was a winning trade. We didn't take that one either. Right now, your EMAs are all just kind of smashed together. We're just trying to wait and see what happens here. Fall to the next level. Well, Woo, didn't quite. I thought that was going to be the dump right there. I don't know. What do you think, Fish Lips? Is this the sell off here? There it goes. There it goes. It took a little bit to get through that target. What's up, Outer? How are you doing today? Made too much on a PA and had to give some back. What? What do you mean? Oh, you made too much on your PA. Dude, the moves have been insane today, Ponzi. I mean, Fish Lips. How much did you go over? You've had 2 winning trades? Oh, the 30% rule. Nice, Outer. Dude, they've been some really good setups today, Outer. They've been just, I mean, they've just been just throwing around. So, yeah, I finally crossed over my one of the payout thresholds for Fast Track today, Fish Lips. We finally reached that 1250, so we should get a 1250 payout from Fast Track. And I'm only I want to say a couple more away for another one. $300. So $300 more dollars for this one. So it's getting there. So it'd be nice if I can at least get one more payout by the end of the month. We're just going to pick and choose good days to trade. I mean, that's basically what I've been doing. You notice I've been trading those for a while now, at least for over a month. So hopefully they don't take terribly long. I heard they got automated now, so some people gets paid fast and some people are getting paid late. So we'll have to see what happens. I'll let you guys know. So if I can get two more winning trades with that account, that'll give me $2,500 in payouts for the month. So that's going to be the goal over the next 2 weeks, to look for 2 good trades. So basically. And we haven't taken any funded accounts on Bulenox or Apex today. I figure after that one trade, my nerves were shot because, I was like super nervous. So, because I was just waiting to fail that trade to put me back a little bit farther. The paper hand, it actually did take me twice, but I was on the wrong account. The paper hands were just itching to hit the flat button. It's like, no, don't do it. It's going to go. Because, you hear stories all the time from different people. It's like, man, I was like $50 from passing my funded, and then I took a loss. Then I overtraded. The next thing I knew, I blew my funded account when I only needed like 50 or $100. Okay. All right. let's see if we can be. We haven't really broke the IBH yet, so that's kind of the trade I've been waiting on, guys. So we're green on our Apex account. We did take one loser this morning, but we got it back, and it was a loser on an eval. But I got it back off stream because sometimes I do I try not to do the over leveraging kind of stuff on these evals in front of, people. Just because, I don't want someone to copy one of my stupidity trades. I try to take a little bit better setups whenever I'm streaming, but when I trade, like any of you guys sitting at home, you'll trade those I think trades. Man, I was really liking this short while ago, but man, just because I thought we were going to get through this mid session here and continue down. So if anybody wants a free fast track account, wait, is he still doing that? Yeah. So if you want to register for a fast track account, Methodical Man's giving away a take profit account. I think it's take profit. And also Apex is back to their 80% off sale and 50, almost 90% off their bigger counts. So if you like trading the 150Ks or the 200Ks. All right. So his thing is ending, guys. So you only got 10 seconds left. And that was in Methodical Man's lobby. Woo. I mean, it looks like a straight up little bear flag here, guys. Come on. Let's get that bear flag going. Test the top of that range. Woo, that bear flag working. I much rather saw a print, but I didn't really want to do the breakout. I also don't like the fact that ES is popping into the VWAP there. Well, let's see what happens. Oh well, we're just not going to take that one. We're just going to stay away from it. It still could work. As far as how deep it goes, I don't know. We just cleared out this bottom wick here. Oh, excuse me. So it looks like we ran it. Well, shoot, man, we're getting below that VWAP on the ES. Man, it's like I think it's going to go. Let's see if we get any kind of pullback here. Retest this trend line in the 20. Because the ES is pulling back, retesting that VWAP there. I'm going to try it. If it gets back above the 80, we'll probably kill it. And we've lowered our risk down some. We're down to 5 micros, guys. So right now our risk is $200. No, wait. Yeah, $200 is the most we can lose if we let it go all the way up here and stop us out. At the most, we get a retest of this session mid here. Oh, goodness. Might start off with a $200 loss on this count right away, guys. I guess that'll even put us back to... All right. So that pretty much took our profit basically back off of the one on this one here. Because we were up $200 on this fairly new eval here. Let's see. All right, we'll just have to wait for another setup. That'll probably take about, I don't know, 1 or 2 trades to get back, depending on the size of the move. Just try to keep your, if you are going to take losing trades, just try to keep them as small as you can. I'm looking for email. Wow, that thing just went straight back up. Did not see that coming. Looking for... I think Apex changed their thing to 7 days. Oh, well, I can't find it. God, man, we're just going straight to the moon. Goodness. Probably should have been looking at the, let's see what that one chart looks like. I haven't been watching the tick chart this morning. All right, so we're just kind of sitting at the VWAP at the moment. Man, I was definitely thinking we were going to be tracing this move back down here at these wicks here. So we'll try to trade this eval that we're working on today and see if we can get it back back to basically what we lost a few minutes ago. I mean, I feel like even though we're above this 200 moving average, I would think that we'd have to pull back and retest this area. There we go. So we need to, I don't know. I'm still not a big fan of the longs now until, you know, we kind of get this going in the right direction. We're still in the triangle. I'm not sure if I know what that means, outer, what you mean by triangle. I don't know if I ever learned that terminology from ICT or not. Man, the market gave us so many big moves today. I thought it was going to continue and got caught. Oh, okay. So that's not ICT stuff. Okay. What's crazy is yesterday I think it might have took us all day to get out of these. Maybe we never did. I don't think we ever broke out of the high or the low of the opening range hour, our initial balance. Like we were stuck in between. I've never tried to trade any kind of currency there, Ponzi, or metals. I've bought some silver, but as far as some stocks and stuff go, I've never bought any of that, or gold. So guys, there's really just not a lot going on right now. We just kind of have to wait to get through this consolidation period. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot. I think maybe like $400 worth. I have I think 10 coins. I bought like a roll of coins a while back. And the only reason I bought them, I don't have it with me, but I use a bullion credit card, and I usually play like all my utilities and stuff with that bullion card, and you get like a 1 or 2% back in gold credits or metal credits. And so I had like almost $370 in metal credit so I ended up buying 10 silver coins with it. I think it ended up costing me like $30. Wasn't sure if we were going to get this move higher here. I mean, you would think above the 30s we could look for a long. Shorted the market. What market who are you shorting right now, Ponzi? Are you doing the option stuff, like with options? Man, look at us. We sell right back through the 200. So this is why I try to stay away from longs when all of our EMAs are back below, our moving averages are below the 200. But I don't know if I'll take a short a second time. I think, man, that's like, I don't know. The only way, I guess we can mark out this down here. I don't think we ever made it back to the 44 either on the ES. I thought that was going to be a target this morning too, that 44, based off on Adam Manzini levels. Okay, so you're trading Tesla SPY or Tesla SPY. I'm not sure if I know what XLF is. I've heard of the VIX, but XLF, I'm not sure if I know what that is. Or maybe I don't know the abbreviation. I would have to look that one up. Let's see. Oh, you're doing Bitcoin also? XFL stock. Okay, so it's financial sector. So that sounds like an ETF type thing, Ponzi, where it's like multiple financial institutions. Oh yeah, it's an ETF. Okay, I see it here. Yep. Okay. I've never really traded any like ETFs or anything like that before. I mean, I've seen them, but I've never have bought any. Oh. I did at one time buy a bunch of like Tesla and some of those other stocks whenever they had those big splits last year. Maybe it was last year or the year before. I forgot to check and see if Nutty was trading today. Is Nutty trading today? Or is he moving to Florida? I thought he was moving to Florida to be close to Patrick, maybe. Yeah. Nutty's trading today. Wow, man, this has just been straight choppiness for like the last, what, 30 minutes? Since about, what? We found support here. This is the last trade I took was a losing trade here. It was this short. I want to say we got into profit a little bit, but I don't know, we didn't. I was only looking for 5 handle ticks. I don't even think we got the 20 ticks I was looking for. No, we were looking for 10. We're looking for 10. So I think I was doing an all or nothing type trade. But I was trading 5 micros, so and it came back and stopped us out for a $200 loss. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let's see here. Check one more thing. I know this crap's, there's just nothing to do, guys. All we got to do is just sit here and watch boring price action, unfortunately. So, but that's a part of trading. You gotta have to stick with the boring times whenever we're just not moving. Come on. Is anybody in a trade right now? Or is everybody just kind of watching? No setups. So it looks like we have a fairly decent big gap here on the outer that we didn't break out of completely. We pushed up through, but did not print above it. So hold my hand. Oh, let's see if we can print above the 200. I still don't like it, just the fact that all of our EMAs are back below the 200 here. But sometimes we do get that big move through, and it takes that to get our moving averages through the 200. So I don't know. That move makes me a little nervous. Back below the 300s, we'll probably close this one. Hoping this is just a test of the 9 before we possibly move higher. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can find that one thing about the activation rules real quick. Might take back-to-back moves and trade, guys. Have to put that account away for the day. All right, someone tell Methodical Man I sent him an email, not email, but a text on that where you got to trade a minimum of 7 days for evaluation accounts. All right. Woo, back to back, guys. Come on. Come on, ES. We want to move higher. This crap's rolling, looks like. That's why a lot of times I'm not a big fan of getting long above the 200 whenever your EMAs are not up there. Da, da, da. Let's see if the yes. Yes. Should be getting well. No, we're not in that macro time yet. The last 10 minutes, so still might have to consolidate for a little bit. Come on, Junius. I'm hoping 50 tests maybe. I don't want to get just wicked. Yeah, this is just a eval on just a what 5 micros. So the most I'm risking here outer is $200. Even though I've already lost $200, so we'll be down like $400 on this eval today if this one loses. All right, retesting that 200 again. I mean, so this is where I probably should go to break even, or even possibly this is where you like, okay, I should get out of this trade because this is your opportunity to get out if you don't think it's going to go. But if it was funded, I'd probably cut it short on a funded account. But just being an eval, we're just gonna stay in it. All right, we're just gonna go to break even on this one. Oh, it hit my target. Why didn't it fill me? Oh, come on. Don't come back. I've been sitting through this freaking thing forever. Dude, this has been a major trend for me lately where I'm just like barely getting my target hit. Okay. It finally got it. Holy goodness. I don't really want it to come back and stop me out. I'd rather get a big move off of these two, but we could pull all the way back to that 200 moving average, so it may just come. Yeah, dang it, dang it. We got a little bit of our profit back. We're still down 150 on this account, so we're down 150, but we're up $100 total. So we had some winning trades yesterday, but we'll continue to see if we can find a couple more little winners with these small amounts. Dang it. Man, I really don't want to take this trade twice. So I think we're just going to watch it this time. I would think we'd want to hit those 40s. Let's see what this next candle brings. We've had a lot of resistance around these 30 to 40 range here. You would think the NASDAQ would want to like hit the 75 up there. What scares me about jumping in right here is that we would possibly need to pull back and retest these freaking 9s and 21s. All right, so here comes possibly the pullback into our EMAs here. This is kind of what you want to see. You want to see it pull back here, retest these, then possibly move up. There's the retest of that, the 200. Let's see what happens here. All right, see if we trade back into this gap to clear it up. We can touch the 50 possibly. We got the VWAP here. We got the 21 EMA there. We got a lot going on here. I don't know. Do we attempt this short again? We got the what 81s down there possibly, but God, none of this stuff is that trend line is. Look at that trend line held up. Let's see here. I don't really feel comfortable with this one here. I mean, I feel like we want to retest those 81s, but man. Clear out this spot here. So I would have been looking for 10 if we got short here. I mean, it's a hindsight if you look at it, but I like to still see if they work, even though if I don't take them. I just didn't feel comfortable with it. I think it's because I took that losing on that short earlier, so. So we'll see what happens at this mid bounce here at the 81s. Waiting for the 2-leg short. I don't know. I didn't really feel comfortable with that short. Man. There's our 81 touch. I wonder if this 81 is going to hold up. It's like the first bounce. Wow, that thing won't sail through. We're going to clear all the way back down to the 65s. So right now we're just still kind of stuck at that 50% pullback, as far as not 50% pullback, but we're 50% off the hour close at the moment. Man, you're targeting 246. Oh, okay, so you're targeting here. Not a bad target if we can get below this session mid here. Are you in short? Outer? If you're in a short, where was your entry at? Oh, not yet. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're waiting for a pullback into this for a short entry? Okay. All right, so we're getting above the session mid here. If we break through this, we could go. I don't know about no all aboards yet, but the only thing that the one thing that you have to sit here and watch is the ES2, because the ES is right above that 200 moving average. So it could sell real quick, like a little squeeze, then squeeze back up. So that's the only thing about getting in trades super far away from your EMAs. A lot more riskier the farther you are away from these moving averages. Unless you're just scalping. If you're scalping, I mean, you can, if you're just scalping 5 to 10, or 20 ticks to 40 ticks. That's why a lot of my trades I get stopped out, because most of my contracts come off between 5 and 10, and then I try to get runners. But so far today, my runners have not really gotten anything. Whew. Nice if you were able to get short back up here, guys. What is it, methodical man in a trade? You would think that we need to pull back up here to clean up this 950 and 21 here. We're also approaching that lunch hour, that 12 o'clock hour where we start just kind of slowing down. All right, guys. So far today on our Bulenox evals, we're down 159 still on this 125K, and we're up 507 on this 50K. And that one I did trade off stream here on some minis. Then I'd have to go back and look at my Apex trades. I can't remember what they were. I can't remember if we had a red one. I know we have at least one green one. I can't remember the other one. Yeah, I knew on Wall Street. Everybody's going to lunch. So leaving all the day traders hanging over here. Might even have to wait to power hour if we don't offer us anything. This was the trade I got stuck in earlier, guys. This is where I took my loss at. Remember, I got short right above this, right below this session mid earlier, and I needed to get the 72 or something like that to hit my first 10, and we couldn't even get to it. I hope it's not boring today. Yesterday we had some pretty good movement. Yeah, this consolidation's been pretty tough the last couple. I mean, I can understand. We had some really big moves and sell-offs this morning. I mean, this morning was all of your trade. If I wasn't streaming, I probably would have just looked for 1-2 trades and be done. I mean, these were your moves here this morning. This big movement here. This one, and this one back down. And ever since then, since 9 or 1040, it's just been consolidating. All right, so this would be your window here. What are we looking at? Almost 60 points. I mean, it's a nice little consolidation zone. So maybe this is the move down. You still got to get through these 65s. We got a lot of support at these 65s too. So if you're looking at your EMAs, they're all finally starting to get into the right little trend range. So you got your 9, you still got your 50 and 20 crossing over your 50 and your 200. So looking pretty good for shorts right now. Just have to get that the ES kind of on the same the ES pretty much on that same trend level here. I think we could pull back. I'm just not sure if we'll make it to the 08s or not. I keep hearing something outside. I don't know if they're here. But you said you already taken 2 winner trades today, right? Outer. You said you had 2 winners. Which are you trading on a sim account or are you trading on one of the prop firms, Outer? I can't remember what you told me. Okay, so Apex eval. Okay, nice. Just 1 micro. Not bad starting out. That's the smartest way to do it. That way you don't have to try to be invested as far as money spent as little as possible. It's better that way. I think I watched trading channels and all that for almost 6 months before I even really started trading. Uh-oh. Maybe this will be the pullback here. And the ES is just pumping at the moment. Yeah, I know the ES just ran into a big old gap there. It hit right the middle of that gap, Outer. I don't know if the ES is going to share any love. It looks like it hit it about halfway. So I don't. Hopefully it'll get back through it. It still didn't want to get you. I don't know. You could get a 2 if you get this 200 moving average retracement. That'd be kind of what you would have to hope for at this point. So guys, there's really just not a lot to do here since we've been in this consolidation area. We just kind of just have to sit here and watch, and maybe something will happen. Yeah, I know what you mean, Outer. When I first started trading, this is why I switched over to the NASDAQ, because I used to try to trade the ES in the beginning. And oh my goodness, I could not stay in an ES trade for nothing just because I just could not hold trades. And the only reason I like the NQ, because I like to just get in and out of trades as quick as possible. Every now and then I'll hold them on an eval, but with a funded account, I still struggle a little bit with that. The paper, it's called the paper hands. They're Outer. Paper hands. Let's see. Bulenox has still got 90% off until the 19th. I would think they would extend that to the end of the month. So the last trade I'd taken, guys, is I tried a short here earlier in this move. I think it was back in this area here. I can, or might even been, no, it wasn't here. It was back in this area, and it was a failed trade. And I tried to take a little bit of breakout up here and only got partial for it. Ooh, it got close up there. All right. So here we come, Outer. Maybe it'll get your target back up here. Did you set your, you got it in between this gap here, or you got it, you said you got it at the 308? All right, we'll watch it and see what happens. Usually takes a little bit to get through those whole numbers. Whole numbers always gives up a little bit of resistance. I mean, I'm pretty sure you should get some bounces. The only thing about your 308 is I'm just not sure if we'll push right through this 200 and VWAP on the first try. We'll see. Where's my ES chart? Here it is. No, the ES looks like it's moving up. We got above this gap here. If we can get up to 75, that should at least get your target. Let's see if we're going to bounce off of this session mid here. But, man, we consolidate in this area a lot here. So we did bounce off the session mid at the moment. Really no good setups that I like so far. I feel like we're just still just kind of chopping back and forth. And are we going? There's just so much liquidity and support here in the 70s around these. Maybe we get below the 70s here, but this is the trade I got burned on earlier. Looks like we're just in this big wedge at the moment. Let's see. It's getting smaller and smaller. All right, we'll mark out that 308. That's a trade that Outer's looking for. He's kind of looking for a pullback into a fair value gap. Oh, Nutty and his ribbit. Ribbit. Nutty's gonna make the market go up, guys. I think he must be long. Nutty long? Yeah, Nutty's long. At least I think he's long. It looks like he is. Yeah. Nutty looks like he got long from the 91s. I mean, I feel like we're pushing down, but man, we just got to get through all of this. I mean, there's just so much that we've bounced out of this area of above the 65s. So I'm gonna stay away from this just because I don't want to be burned twice on the same trade. Especially during lunchtime. This time of the day usually is pretty crappy time. This is the time of the day that I usually end up giving back my profit if I continue trading. I mean, I feel like we want to go down, but I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with this one. So we're just going to watch. I don't really want to dig myself in a bigger hole on this one account we're already in. Right now, if we stop trading, we'll just be down 159, and that's not too hard to come back from. So, excuse me. Nutty's still in it. Yeah, Nutty's still in his trade. Is there anybody here that's in a trade right now? We'll stay on here for about 40 more minutes, and if nothing happens, we won't take any more trades. We'll just wait for power hour. Oh, Nutty's doing a walkaway trade where he's going to stay in a trade and we're going to go to the kitchen and wait and see if Comes back to a winner. Or you can call it the Walmart trade, where you enter and go to Walmart and come back and see if you're wealthy or not. The Walmart trades. I don't know how many of you guys have ever done that, where you just like enter a trade and walk away and come back later. The Costco trade's better. That's a good one too. The Costco trade. Just put your trade on, go to Costco, and come back and hope for the best. Hey, Methodical Man used to do a Walmart trade. I'm talking about for real though. Like back, it's been a long time since he's done one of those. But he would put a trade on. He's like, I'm gonna go to Walmart. I'll be back. Oh goodness, it's so slow. Actually, I probably just need to close out these charts for. I'm gonna close out my other charts over here if I end up taking a trade and regretting it during these lunch hours. I don't usually ever take funded account trades during lunch. I only do evals only. I try to do evals. My favorite time, not evals, my favorite time to trade funded accounts are between 10 and 11. I feel like 10 to 11:30 at the latest. Those are like the best hours for me. I don't usually have a very good win percentage in the first 30 minutes. Or at least I know the first 15 minutes. I usually struggle the most, or struggle to find those entries in the first 15 minutes. Uh-oh. Here's the move back up. Possibly to hit that 302 for the 200. Looks like Nutty's long around. Looks like maybe the 94s. I can't really see it that well. Yeah. He got long from the 94s. Little trend line's holding. To me, I think we would push up to the VWAP or this 200 moving average, then push back down to pull some more liquidity if we're going to move higher. I mean, we're still trading within this box, guys. I mean, really a lot has not changed since this morning. We're kind of in a 60-point range. If you go back and pull your range, ever since we had this last leg down, we've been pretty much in this range probably for the last, 10:45. almost an hour we've been just in a 60-point range. And I won't even count those because those just barely stuck their head out. So about a 60-point range here for the last hour. And it's gotten a little bit smaller as we went along. It's pretty mind-boggling the last couple days that we have not broke out of the what is it? The IBL up here, which this is this level here. Wait, nope. Yeah, opening range high. No, wait, open. It's one of these. Wait, where's it at? It must be on top of each other. Maybe that's why I can't see it. Because it's supposed to be like this one. See how we got the IBL here? There's supposed to be one at the top that'll say IBH on it. But I think what it is, it's kind of sharing this level here at the 57s. So I think that's why we can't see it. Because this would be your next target up above that, up here at the 433s. This is your IBH 1.5. Uh-oh, I think outer CT's in his trade. Oh, you canceled? Oh, okay. Usually those ones you cancel seems like they always work, and that's the way it is for my case. I cancel or get out of a trade early, they end up working. I mean, I didn't think it was a bad trade, just the fact that we have a lot of your EMAs below the 200. Yeah, a lot of times when you get above that 200 and your other EMAs are below, they'll have to retest those EMAs. That way it can bring these moving averages up with it. Let's see if we pull back and retest those 90s there on those 50s and 20 EMAs. Looks like Nutty ended up with a partial winner. He hit his first target, and his second target's up at 319. Let's see where we could go. We kind of got out of this little range here. Now, looks kind of ugly. All right, we got everything moving up now. Good call, Outer, on your cancel of your trade. It worked out. I don't know if we'll get a pullback into this. We do have the 9 moving average kind of getting over, and so you would think that these here would be kind of right behind it. The ES is kind of at a pivot at the moment. I feel like the destination for your ES is going to be these 78s up here. These were the support for the bears and bulls yesterday. You would have to go all the way over and look, but that was the breaking point yesterday for the big sell-off, was that 78. Let's see. I can kind of put on a higher time frame if you want to see. That's too messy. Let's see. Let me do the 5 minutes here. Let's see if they let me. I can. What is the date? The 16th. So the 15th here. Oh well. Hopefully we can either find 1 or 2 more small winners to get us back to break even. Either that, or we can put on a mini and just shoot for like 5 points, and that'll get us back over to break even. So the idea here is for us to pull back, retest the 21 and the 9. Then maybe that's what we need to get us to move higher. Because the ES still looks like it wants to move higher. We still got about, what, 15 minutes before a macro time. Yeah, it makes the entries definitely tougher outer. Yeah, Clarity, we were going to try to trade up until the 1 o'clock hour. We're in a red a little bit on one of our 25Ks. We were hoping to find maybe one more trade, but we have had no luck. We got down $200 on this 25K here. We took a small little winner yesterday, but our runner didn't get anything, so we were only able to knock like 40 bucks off of it. So we're still looking maybe for another trade or two on this one. We're still in the green overall, but we lost pretty much the profits that we made yesterday. But the setups have all been pretty tough. Really need all of our movement averages to kind of get on the same page. I don't know if there's anything on this outer leg. Looks like a pretty good size one here on this far outer leg on the 1 minute. But this one's already been kind of taken out. So was that one. It was cleared out too. No guts to trade. It's okay. That's just part of the process, man. All of us have to go through different things. I've gone through a lot of different things while trading. Like I was saying earlier, man, when I first started trading, I used to get so nervous by taking any trade. So that's why eventually I switched over to NASDAQ, because it's a lot faster, because I couldn't hold ES trades. And I've slow traded a lot of my evals, probably a lot slower than what I should have, but I spent a lot of times trading evals, and I still even take a lot of time trading evals because I just look at them as practice accounts until I'm ready to trade funded accounts. I've tried to get a lot more selective about what days I trade my funded accounts on. Let's see. Let's see if we can clear out this gap here. All right, so either we'll take a winner or a loser here, then no more trades during the lunch hour here. I'm hoping we still got a little bit more room to push these highs up here. But I just find it so much harder to trade during this time just because the volume's not here. So the trades you got to sit through a lot longer. All right, we hit our first target. We're going to go to break even and see if we can sell these last two contracts. Let's see. We'll take it to the top up here. As right now, no runner love today, guys. I don't think none of my runners have gotten any profits today. All right, no love for the runner. So that got us down to negative 123 for the day. So we're getting there. That's what seems like most of my trades today have been, just kind of like it would, you get that, because usually I take most of my profit off on the first 10 points. And then I look for that bigger move or breakout for those last couple contracts. And this way, if you do take a trade and you get a little bit of winner, at least you get something out of it, even if it's only 40 or 50 bucks. Hopefully this, even for power hour, we can get that last $123 back. I still feel like we're going to be moving higher. It's just like everything's kind of crossing over the 200 at the moment. Let's see, maybe, man, I almost thought about just jumping back in with two micros and see if we can get the breakout. Let's see if we can get a pull back, find some resistance here at the VWAP again. Because right now you got the 20 and the 9 crossing over, and you got the 50 working its way up there. What's up, Methodical Man? You enjoying your Texas trip? Methodical Man, I think today you need to go out and find you a cowboy hat. Set the scene. Set the Texas scene, guy. Gives you a nice little, I don't know what kind of cowboy hat. I've never owned one, but I don't see nothing wrong with them. You might do that, dude. That'd be awesome, man. I just hope, because I know some of those cowboy hats are pretty pricey. Maybe you can just find like I don't know, a cheaper one that's not too bad. Or heck, you're buying stuff and returning it, you might as well just do the same. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. 5K today. Heck yeah. Hey, man, you're only 5 hours away. You have to come up here and take me out to the, what is it, Texas Roadhouse. Let's keep that Texas theme going. Here, watch this be the breakout. I just don't like trading this time of the day. Honestly, I struggle with it. I just seem like every time I take a trade this time of the day, it's like it struggles to move. There's not a lot of volume. Either I'll get a small winner or I'll give back profit. They have a nice steak place in the casino right over the Arkansas on the Oklahoma line. Yeah, I know. It's been like a wall in this area. I mean, look at all the consolidation down in this area. This is the area that I was talking about where I took my loss at earlier on this account that we're trying to get our profit back. It was this move here. I feel like we went up, we bounced off the VWAP, and I thought we were going to continue selling low to take out these wicks here, but man, we just had a roadblock at the 65s. And we're still, this is the reason why I didn't even bother with these shorts over here, just because of that. We're still consolidating in this area. So you would think that we're just consolidating for that big afternoon move. The worst outer is when you sit here and watch the charts for a whole hour waiting for that setup and you miss it because it sells off so fast that you just don't offer your entry. Because I try not to jump in those breakouts no more. I used to do that when I first started trading, but man, I've gotten burned on those so bad because you jump in because you think it's going to keep going, and that thing will have to retract like 20 points and you only got like a 10-point stop loss. Methodical man, you have to come up here and take those. I need 2 more winning trades for fast track. I need, I think it's $322. So close. I haven't decided if I'm gonna divide it up and only look for like 8-point moves, or if I'm just gonna do 10 and then look the last one. It only have to be like 7 ticks or something like that, or 20 or 30. I think 35. I don't know, something like that. We got. All right, guys. If we're gonna get a move, we're in the last 10 minutes. You would think this is where we get our move at. I'm just gonna, if I take an entry, it's only gonna be on 2 micros. I'm gonna try this just on 2 micros, guys. No guarantees here. I was seeing if maybe we get that nice little run during the last 10 minutes. This is going to be like basically a 50-50 trade here, guys. But I don't have very much risk in the game. I'm going to move my stop loss down in a minute. So I may risk like maybe $20 on this trade. This is that one eval that I said we're down. So this is why we're just going to take a little bit risky trades and see if we can get some of it back. And it may come back and stop us out. I was hoping that we would have to have a deeper pullback, but it doesn't look that way. As long as this box holds, we'll stay. But as soon as it starts getting out of this box, we'll just go ahead and cut our losses. I think it'll be like a $40 loss if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that crap curled on us, guys. I see it right there. All right, we'll see what happens on this next candle. All right, looks like we're going to have to close this one out. We're getting back above that. Oh, we lost $40 on that trade, guys. I don't know what that's from there. All right, guys, we're going to take a break for lunch so we don't sit here and continue over trading. Because if I sit here, I will continue taking these little small losses and I'll be in a bigger hole. And we'll just wait for power hour to see if we can find a decent move during power hour. Thank you, Outer.